Jessie Diggins continues to redefine what greatness looks like in cross-country skiing. At 34 years old and in the final chapter of her competitive career, she delivered another commanding World Cup victory in Toblach. Competing in the newly introduced 5-kilometer freestyle mass start heat format, Diggins didn't just win. She controlled the race from within the chaos and crossed the line well clear of the field. This performance was not only about speed. It was about intelligence, adaptability and experience coming together at exactly the right moment. How did Jessie Diggins win the 5-kilometer mass start in Toblach? Diggins won by combining strong physical form with exceptional race awareness. She stayed positioned near the front of her heat without wasting energy early. When the decisive moment came late in the race, she accelerated confidently and created a clear gap that no one could close. Her winning margin of over 5 seconds reflected control rather than desperation. What makes the 5-kilometer mass start heat format different? This format blends sprint-style racing with distance endurance. Skiers start together in smaller heats instead of racing alone against the clock. That means positioning tactics and reactions to other athletes matter as much as raw speed. Athletes must manage traffic, respond to sudden surges and still ski fast enough to post one of the best overall times. Why has this new format changed cross-country racing? Traditional distance races reward steady pacing and efficiency. The heat mass start adds unpredictability. Athletes must read the race in real time, anticipate moves and avoid being trapped in poor positions. One mistake can cost seconds or completely ruin a race. This has shifted success toward skiers who think quickly under pressure. Why is Jessie Diggins especially effective in mass start racing? Diggins has years of experience racing head-to-head in both sprint heats and championship mass starts. She understands how to protect her space, how to draft efficiently and when to stay patient. Her ability to stay calm in crowded situations allows her to save energy while others panic or overreact. Where does Diggins usually position herself during these races? She often skis just behind the very front of the pack. This position allows her to respond instantly to attacks without absorbing wind resistance or setting the pace too early. It also reduces the risk of tangles, falls or blocked lines, which are common in tight groups. How does Diggins manage pacing in a short, aggressive race? Rather than attacking from the start, she skis at a controlled but assertive tempo. She allows others to burn energy early while maintaining a rhythm that feels sustainable. When fatigue begins to affect the field, she still has reserves. That is when she increases the pace decisively. What separates her finishing kick from her competitors? Her finish is not a sudden sprint born of desperation. It is a planned acceleration built on energy conservation. Diggins increases tempo, smoothly maintaining technique and balance. This makes her final push difficult to match because it arrives when others are already near their limit. Why was this victory significant in her career? This win came at a venue tied closely to her breakthrough years earlier in her career. Winning again in Toblach years later in a completely new format highlights her longevity. It also strengthened her position in the overall World Cup and Tour de Ski standings during an Olympic lead-up season. What does this race reveal about adapting to change in elite sport? It shows that champions are not defined by one skill set. Diggins adapted to a new race format without abandoning her strengths. She refined her tactics rather than resisting change. This ability to evolve is often what separates long-lasting careers from short peaks. What can younger athletes learn from this performance? They can learn that winning is not only about physical training. Spatial awareness, patience, tactical discipline and mental resilience matter just as much. Learning how to read a race and make decisions under pressure is a skill developed over time. How does this result fit into the broader future of cross-country skiing? The success of the heat mass start format suggests the sport is moving toward more interactive and tactical racing. Athletes who can combine endurance, speed and intelligence will thrive. Diggins has shown what that future looks like. Finally, Jessie Diggins did not simply win another race. She demonstrated how experience, strategy and adaptability can dominate even the most unpredictable formats. Her victory in the 5-kilometer mass start heat stands as a blueprint for modern cross-country skiing, where thinking clearly is just as important as skiing fast. If you enjoyed this deep dive into elite racing strategy and legendary performances, please share this video with other fans of winter sports. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more educational and engaging stories from the world of sport.